please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Spotted IOC just a while back. Perhaps you should pull that up again. We understand that ONGC has received the government nod. They're looking to sell their stake now in IOC and GAIL to fund the HPCL buy. Remember, ONGC holds about 13.8% stake in IOC, which is valued at about 25,000 odd crores. They also hold they hold 4.8% stake in GAIL, which is valued at about 4,000 odd crores. So this is clearly something which is a negative for both IOC and for GAIL. Perhaps you should look at those stocks. They have come off a tad bit. But we'll track that story in greater detail. For now, let's also take you back to Davos, where PwC has put out their annual CEO survey, and India has made it to the most attractive market in 2018. Shireen Bhan caught up with the global chairman of PwC, Bob Moritz. So let's hear him out.
I think two things have worked for the India story. One is the fact that when organizations around the world look at the demographics of India, they see tremendous opportunity. That goes to the workforce that's well educated and well positioned for the future, where perhaps other countries maybe not as well positioned, as well as the needs from a consumption perspective. So I think that's one very important thing that people are focused on. The second is, in fact, the reforms that Prime Minister Modi and the administration are trying to accomplish in terms of minimizing the issues around corruption or dealing with some of the issues around currency, the things that he's done in this past year. And people see that what he has done is actually starting to provide results. So I think people are willing to take advantage of the opportunities and see that as an opportunity for not necessarily just the short term, but the long term, that is obviously derived from the Indian organization in the country to drive ahead and be in the top 5. My expectation continues to be up in that top 5 over the next couple of years.
Well, you know, Prime Minister Modi is going to be addressing the plenary, the opening plenary here at the World Economic Forum. What is it that foreign investors would like to hear from the Prime Minister? What are the expectations?
So I think for him, he's done a great job of talking about the assets of India. That goes to the workforce that's well educated, it goes to the consumption, it goes to the innovation that's starting to come through. I think the concern that CEOs on a worldwide basis say, well, help me understand how can he translate that at a federal level across the entire country down to the individual states and prefectures and the like, because local execution is most important. So bringing a degree of confidence that we can execute at a local level, I think, is what he's going to have to convey to continue to increase the level of confidence that the business community has in India to see the results at a local level, to take advantage and continue to invest at the level they need to.
All right, some more live visuals coming to us from Davos, where Coal Minister Piyush Goyal is actually part of a session that's underway on the strategic outlook on energy systems. In fact, we can hear him out. Let's go across.
You have wind being generated at different places all over the world at different times of the day. Solar being generated at different times of the day. If one was to imagine, and I don't think it should take us 32 years to get there, one can really, if we all put our combined might together and work like we did in Paris, where the 195 nations really collaborated in that effort. Everybody brought in their INDCs on the table, save and except a few. Most are working towards achieving that. If we were to look at the world as a grid, and in some small sense, we in India successfully experimented with one nation, one grid in the last few years. And therefore, I can say with some sense of background that if we were to look at the world as one grid and look at transporting or transferring power to demand areas at different times of the day, we could actually transition much faster to a low-cost future for energy, for a future where you could look at 24/7 clean energy powering the world. And I think, as Pedro rightly said, innovation, technology won't take that long once the dimension is set. But despite all the issues where we have a fractured world, at least on addressing the concerns of climate change, we are one. We're going to share our technologies. We're going to work together as one family and ensure a bright future for the next generation.
I like that, looking at the world as one grid when it comes to energy systems. We are one. Jean-Pascal.
So we're going to keep investing in India. Right? Now, I think we should realize we're at inflection point. Like electrification massively increasing. Now, that's not going against oil. It's another reality, but really accelerating. again, and I spoke a lot about it, digitization and decentralization. This has one massive impact.
Market looking okay for now, but one stock that's actually under quite a bit of pressure now is Canfin Homes. So if you look at the intraday chart, you'll see that sharp fall that has come through, and I think it's about, what, 7-8% off of its high point, now down about 2-odd%. The main reason is that for Canfin Homes, the loan growth has been continuing to decline. In fact, it's now sitting at a 6-quarter low. So that remains the biggest problem point for a bank like this. As well, there's been some slight hiccup in their asset quality. So those are problems that continue to plague that stock. But we're out of time on Mid-Cap Radar. We leave it to your stocks to take this action forward and also try and touch base with the Canfin Homes management.